Hey guys, Wolf Wingler. So I'm going over everything as I get my car set up for running at altitude here in Erie, Colorado. And one of the things I'm checking is fuel pressure. I've got a couple different fuel pressure gauges. One's a liquid-filled gauge, the other's just a regular dampened gauge. And they're both the same. Some guys don't like liquid-filled gauges. They're supposed to be good for vibration, but I don't like the idea of having a fuel pressure gauge on my car all the time. It's another thing to leak, and it just looks kind of looks wonky. I don't like the idea of gauges all over inside the engine compartment. That's just me. So on the bypass regulator, which is just a regular Holley regulator that's been modified, I got another little YouTube about that you can watch. But the port on the end of it just has a plug in it, and I'm able to just take one of my fuel pressure gauges and screw it in. So I'm going to take that plug out, put the gauge in, and we'll see where we're at. And there we are, just under 6 pounds, about 5.5 pounds. That's where I want to be. And the reason for that is that when the fuel comes into the bowl on the carburetor, it's going through the needle and seat, and it causes itself to aerate, and you get bubbles in the fuel, and you don't want that. So the plan is to run less fuel pressure and a bigger needle and seat. Get the same volume of fuel, but you don't get as much aeration. Take the gauge out, put the plug back in. Here's two needle and seats. The one on the right's 120 thousandths, the one on the left is 110. Pretty hard to see 10 thousandths in a comparison like this, but the idea is just a little bit bigger needle and seat lets you run less fuel pressure to get the same amount of fuel through it. And less fuel pressure means less air bubbles in the fuel. There you have it.